What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a solo hot tent overnighter in the high winds, in the freezing cold wind, right down on the ocean. So I'm on an elevated cliff right now, pushed way back right up against the trees. The wind is howling in from the ocean, so I've got to stay protected on the backside. Camera's inside right now, sleeping pad, sleeping bag, everything is ready to go except for firewood. So I've got my saw down here. I've got to grab that, head into the forest, collect enough firewood to get that wood stove fired up and get making some hot coffee, guys. So let's get to work. everybody, back from coffee and a sunset, and that was absolutely epic. 2 thumbs up on that. That sunset made me feel alive today. I got off to a late start coming out here, the brisk cold air. It is frigid out there, guys, no joke. I've got a cup of coffee on the stove right now, bringing that back up to temperature. But sitting out on that icy rock, just staring at those colors coming across the ocean, the sound of the waves, the cold brisk air just wisping through, that to me is a good time. So I had a great time out there. It is still colorful outside. The light is fading very, very slowly, and it's almost time for supper. So I did get off to a late start today coming out here, and well, it's almost nightfall, so I'm just gonna warm my hands up a little bit. They're beet red, and yes, I do have gloves, but I don't want to get them wet today, as if I need them later on tonight. I like them to be nice and dry is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to enjoy this coffee just for a moment, and looks nice and hot, and then I'm going to get my cooking stuff out, my food, get it on the stove, start cooking some supper, and enjoy some nightlife here in the tent. Cheers, guys. All right, everybody. I feel like I'm cheating on myself right now, because there is an absolute beautiful sunset still happening outside. And the only thing separating me from seeing that sunset is this thin piece of fabric. And I don't know, I feel like I'm just cheating myself by not being outside enjoying that, but I have got to eat. I am absolutely starving. My body is saying eat food. So what I brought for dinner tonight is actually quite fitting. I brought salmon, and I'm on the ocean, so I have a dish here planned, and I think it's gonna be really good. So what I did is I brought some basmati rice. This is already pre-cooked in the bag, so all I gotta do is basically just add a bit of water and bring it back up to temperature. I've got a slab of salmon here. Keep that in the fridge, right? I think it'll be totally fine right now. I got some mushrooms, I have 2 little baby carrots, I have 2 pieces of green onion, and I've got a little dab of red curry paste right here. So basically what I plan on doing, and some coconut oil. So I got some coconut oil for the pan for the salmon. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook the salmon by itself, and then I'm actually gonna bring the rice and the vegetables together in my 750 ml pot, which is over there. And basically I'm just gonna make a curry rice with some vegetables, and then have the salmon on the side, bring it all into the frying pan in the same plate, and just kind of pick at it that way. So I gotta get cooking. My hands are absolutely frozen. I'm waiting for some dexterity to come back in my fingers. It's slowly coming. My boots and the bottom of my pants are totally soaked, so I'm gonna have to get my boots set on the side of the stove later on this evening to dry out. Pants aren't a problem because I actually have a pair of base layers I'm gonna be sleeping in, so that's always the benefit of having the wood stove, is you can dry out clothing other than heating the tent. So I'm gonna get to work on cutting this up. I did forget my cutting board at home, so I'm gonna have to get creative on how I'm gonna slice my vegetables without slicing my finger off, so that'll be fun. And I think first I'm just gonna get the oil in the pan. A little bit of coconut oil here in this plastic bag. It is frozen right now. And get the salmon cooking away on top of that wood stove. I'll get it damped down so the temperature is not too high, it's burning it. And just kind of let it slow cook, and just basically just have some fun cooking inside of the tent. You know, I'm not in a hurry. It's already nightfall, and well, it's time to enjoy the night. So get that on there, get that coming up to temp, salmon in there, and we'll take it from there. All right, everybody, supper's ready. I got a beautiful piece of salmon cooked up here. My curry rice is on the spicy side, and I love spicy food, so this is definitely going to be enjoyable. I've got the tent door open right now, and the light from the tent is actually leaking outside, so I can see everything up against the forest, which is pretty awesome. The sound of the ocean, incredible. Tonight's sleep is going to be awesome. Watching the flickering flames coming out of the stove down there, listening to the ocean, a little bit of a breeze kicking through here. So I think tonight's going to be awesome. Now I do have a plan when I'm done eating. I'm not going to be staying inside. That's why I still got my jacket and sweater on. The stars are out tonight, and I mean whole sky full of stars. It is beautiful right now. So I want to grab my super wide angle, get out there and bang out some astrophotography a little later on, and just enjoy being outside for a little while before making my way back inside for the night. That stove is definitely going to rock out some heat. And as you guys can see, it is a little windy, so once that door gets shut, the tent will really be nice and secure, and the wind won't be a problem. I did take some snow and kick it around the outside skirt, so nothing can actually come in underneath from the ocean side. I'll be totally fine in here. But for now, guys, I got to eat up. I am starving, and this is really good. So finish up and then back outside. All right, guys, supper is all done. 2 thumbs up on that. Salmon and rice was super, super good. I'm stuffed now. I did get my pot full of snow, so I do have to make some water. I only have a little bit left, and I'm definitely going to be thirsty later on this evening, as well as breakfast and coffee in the morning. So I'm going to have to make some water, which is totally fine because I've got nothing but time to kill now that everything is finished up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tidy up some of this area when I come back later on, but what I'm going to do right now is get my camera gear ready, get my gloves on, and basically get bundled up to go outside, gather up a few photos because the stars right now are just absolutely incredibly beautiful right now in the sky. The tent lit up, the sound of the waves out there, so I'm just going to let that do its thing. I've already loaded up full of wood. I've got probably about 30-40 minutes to just walk away and not have to worry about anything. So I will see you guys when I come back. All right, everybody, it is definitely much warmer inside than outside. It is negative 18 degrees Celsius outside right now. I have no idea what the wind chill is, but it is windy as heck out there right now. I was gathering some photos and my fingers were so frozen I couldn't operate the camera. And wearing gloves is it's rather cumbersome with the camera, trying to move and just, you got to go bare hands basically. So my hands were frozen. My boots are totally soaked right now. So those will dry out nicely next to the wood stove. And as you guys can see, sleeves rolled up. It is super warm in here. It's almost 30 degrees. Last time I checked, it was at 24 degrees Celsius and the temperature is climbing. I do have a kettle full of snow back on top of the stove. Going to bring that down to a boil, and I'll have some more water for in the morning. And I gotta say, it is absolutely comfortable inside of here. The sound of the crashing waves just off the cliff, the fire snapping and crackling and popping, it is definitely a really, really great time in here. It's really comfortable, and the stars outside, oh man, absolutely incredible. Just beautiful. Looking up at the stars, the whole sky is just black, everything's dark, and then just the little specks of the stars all over the place is really, really great. So I am basically going to be settling in for the evening. I do have to change my socks because they're a little damp and my feet are totally frozen right now. So I can feel them warming up from the wood stove though. So I think I'm going to get changed into my base layers, get these pants hung up top, and let the bottoms dry out because they are a little frozen with some snow and water. And they'll be nice and dry for later on in the morning. But for right now, I think I'm just gonna relax, lounge inside of the tent, shut the camera off, say goodnight to you guys now, and carry on with my private time here in the tent and just sit back and relax. So good night, guys, and I'll see you first thing in the morning for coffee. Good morning, beautiful. How was your morning today? Mine's going pretty good so far. So, why did I start this morning off with a sentence like that? Well, honestly, I believe everybody in the world should feel that they inside are beautiful, just like this is out here. Start the day off with a good vibe, 100% positivity. Be out here in this location here and now with a hot cup of coffee on the go. Beautiful crashing waves out there. It's actually starting to lightly snow. Very, very fine flurries are in the air. Out on the ocean, it's getting foggy and it's pushing in this way, so I believe the snow is actually closing in. And I gotta say, this is what it is all about right here. Absolutely love it. So cheers, everybody. Morning coffee. All right, that is everything packed away inside of the backpack. Definitely a quick pack up, very straightforward, very simple. My hands are quite cold. I got my gloves in my pocket right now are warming up. So all in all, everything went really well, guys. I'm really happy I came out to this exact location. Blessed with some fresh snowfall this morning. I wish I could stay, but unfortunately that's the way it goes. I've got to press on. However, many of you regular viewers know chances are I'm not going home, and you'd be correct. I'm actually going to hike out of here, get back to my truck, unload this bad boy, reload it, and take off to another location and enjoy this snow. So until next time, peace out, and I'll catch you in the next adventure.